What's up, you guys? I have another message coming through, and I'm scared because the messages have been, well, we're in Leo season, so we've got a lot of dark energy, a dark goddess energy, rather, which is good, a lot of setting boundaries and things like that. But the message is on the subject of soul fragmentation, and what I'm hearing is that spirit is telling somebody, oh, thanks, Nina, for getting me right in my left eye. Thank you. Interesting, my left eye. I just heard, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. So, which is interesting because it kind of aligns with what I was going to just say. Thank you, Nina. It's something about how spirit is somebody is being called to not be like out in the spotlight, or somebody is being called to, or somebody just knows that avoiding conflict is a good idea because it's a waste of energy, actually, is what I'm hearing. So but it's like spirit is telling someone specifically, you might be clairaudient, or you might just have a feeling that you should do things, do these things, like you might feel called, or you might even be, I digress. There's something about you being called to stand up to certain people in a very specific way. So like this happens to, and what this is doing is this is actually helping you to take back soul fragments. It's not even, it's almost like who has the authority over the soul fragment is what I'm hearing. Like that's what spirit says, but it's like, this is helping you to get your spirit or your soul fragment back, rather. Okay, so it's like, let's pull some cards. Ancestors of the highest white light. You guys, I'm so scared. The messages have been pretty serious lately. Like I said, it's Leo season. No bullshit. Yes, don't take any shit, man. That is for real, for better or for worse. What else, Spirit? What's the message, please? Ancestors of the highest white light. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's got some money coming in. Actually, this is not even the Ace of Pentacles. This is the... But I said the Ace of Pentacles twice. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, somebody's got some money coming in, and I feel like it's kind of like a slow and steady wins the race. So I feel like whoever you are, you're kind of like you're on a trajectory, and you're on a path, and you're going in a way that does not align with starting any conflict, so to speak. Okay, but I'm hearing though somebody needs to stick up for themselves specifically and use very specific words. So it's almost like you might say something, you might not even know what the fuck you said to somebody. Oh God, but I don't want this to be like, let's keep pulling some cards. I think you got a little fuzzy hair. Please don't hit me in the eye again. Thank you. Let's pull some more cards. Ancestors, what is the message? Or maybe somebody knows that they're going to have to do this. Yeah, we got the Judgment card. Maybe somebody knows that they have to do this, but it's kind of like Spirit is saying, like, don't have anxiety over it. Like, slow and steady wins the race. What else, Spirit, Ancestors, nice one, right? Somebody's very surprised with how well somebody can focus. Somebody hides all their cards. I feel like this is you. I feel like whoever you are, you're very smart. This reminds me of that that visual that I had of somebody taking pieces of their soul fragments, or taking pieces of themselves, whether it was soul fragments can be gifts that were divinely given to us. They can be gifts that were, they can be memories too. They could be gifts that we, fostered ourselves. They can be, but yeah, they can be memories too. And like experiences and like strengths that are connected to certain experiences, right? I'm hearing, so sometimes you can identify people who are trying to siphon energy from you to access your soul fragment. So it's like you might be stuck. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of a lesson, I guess, on soul fragmentation. So, and this is just paraphrasing, so just take what resonates, you guys. But it's essentially like you can, and this is also just kind of really from my own experiences and stuff like that. Anyways, just take what resonates. What I understand is that soul fragments, if something happens to somebody or even a large group of people in a particular area, this is so sad because now Spirit is telling me to connect this to the fires in Hawaii and Maui. But I'm not going to go there, but I feel like if you know about this, then you understand. You already get it. Okay, so I don't even want to go. All right, Spirit. Now I need to focus. Okay, I need people to be very impressed with how well I can focus, right? All right, so let's say that you are in an area or a space where there was a lot of trauma. You can release parts of or like you're in a space or an area that's in a frequency that's much lower than yours, and you're constantly having to fight to raise your frequency, so to speak. Okay, if you are not, this is so, I don't want to use that as an example. I feel like somebody's actually in a space where they have to fight to keep their frequency because they're somewhere. Okay, so you can, so if you're in a traumatic space, or if you have endured trauma, soul fragments can be left in like geological spaces, right? Okay, so like let's say that you were traumatized as a child. You might have, actually, I'm hearing this, you might be having dreams of like your old house, and it is you are collecting soul fragments of yourself. Like you might even have like memories of your house, or like somebody's house that they grew up in. Okay, that's you're on the astral plane collecting soul fragments of yourself. But there is something there is something about somebody needing to, like, I'm hearing like copycat karmics, and it's almost like there might be some copycat karmics who, and I feel like copycat karmics are always usually have a piece of somebody's soul, okay? And is trying to siphon energy in order to activate that soul fragment, okay? Because a soul fragment cannot, because these beings who are negatively polarized do not get their source, they do not get their energy from the source. They do not get their energy from their heart, from themselves, and that divine connection to God. They do not get their energy from God, from the sun, whatever, the universe, whatever you want to call it, okay? But that's not, they're so stupid. I'm sorry. Like, it just does not make sense. Like, it just does not make sense. But they get their energy from other people. It is a way to avoid having to go through the trials and tribulations. It's a fast, but it doesn't actually like get you I digress again. Okay, I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, so somebody is trying to retrieve soul fragments, and somebody may have some copycat karmics or something like that around them, where it's like, I feel like they can't really steal your essence. They can't be you. But what they are trying to do is they are trying to activate soul fragments that maybe you left in an area by them, or you left with them, or that they took from you, they stole from you. That you didn't leave anything with them. What the fuck am I talking about? They stole it. What else, Spirit? they're at a stalemate. It's checkmate. It's like they have to give this shit back to you. It's gonna be a full house for you. Like somebody's got all of your gifts coming back in. It's like somebody feels like they have been in the fucking dark. Somebody was gang stalking, stealing soul fragments to make somebody feel like God was not with them, like God had forsaken them. This was I have been reading about this for a while now, I feel like, but this is what it is. They were stealing, and that's how they were creating an illusion that you or somebody was disconnected from God. So somebody was beating themselves up in their head, thinking like why am I on this? Why am I at this resonance? Like I know exactly who I am, and why is it not reflecting outwardly on me? And it's because all these fucking people were trying to work against you. Traumatizing you to try to steal soul fragments, to then always in your energy so that then they can harvest energy from you to activate the soul fragments, to then use the soul fragment, whatever it is, gift, to then look like they're you, to intimidate. Okay, what else? Spirit, ancestors of the highest white light. Oh my goodness. What else? Spirit, ancestors of the highest white light. Okay, somebody needs to have fun. Okay, and I think that's actually not easy for somebody to do. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but you're regenerating. So I don't know, like maybe somebody needs to, whenever I need to have fun and I don't know what else to do. Like I will usually go to, you know what I'll do? I'll watch a Disney movie for sure, but I'll go to like the zoo or something like that, and I'll go see animals, or, you know, you can go to a park too, but I like the zoo because, I don't know, you can like move around and like see the animals and communicate with them. But watching like a Disney movie or like a comedy, but comedies now are really, really serious. They're like funny in a way that they're triggering. So I don't know, maybe you can find a good comedy. If you know of a good comedy, let me know down in the comments below. Maybe I need something like that on Netflix. Yeah, I don't know, like these So somebody is like standing up for themselves, and somebody is having dreams and retrieving fragments of their soul from lost spaces that are not lost, because it's your fucking soul. You might even feel called to certain areas, and this is because you are trying to receive soul fragments from lifetimes of abuse. That's fucked up. But you're on the other side of it now, and you are like a master manipulator. I'm sorry, somebody is a master manipulator, okay? Somebody is a master manipulator. And somebody is getting... What else? Spirit ancestors. But this is you. You're... Okay. Yes. All right. This is you, though. You're ascending. You're moving through. See these people on the other side? That's you. They're welcoming you to the other side. Through a portal. To a timeline shift. A different frequency. A higher frequency. The frequency that you belong on. Okay? Interesting. I feel like maybe somebody traveled to a particular location to help. Like somebody was traveling and was brought to a particular location to do grid work. So you did it. You're done. You did it. Good job. You fucking did it. That's it. That's all. That's it. You did it. So what is this about the soul fragments, though? It's like somebody is retrieving their soul fragments. Honestly, I feel like once your energy is dominant in a space, though, this is the thing, and this is what I'm understanding, or this is what Spirit's also telling me right now, is that once your energy is the dominant energy in a space, your soul fragments will just come flying back to you. Like, that's it. Like, and I don't even think that you really have to do anything to establish. I just think that you just have to resonate. But if somebody is clairaudient, or somebody feels called to say something or do something or stand up in some way, make sure that it is in a way that is in love and light. Make sure that it is in a way that would not create any sort of a soul attachment, and would not create any sort of emotional upheaval that might activate the cord between you and said karmic, which could then help them to be able to activate that. But honestly, at this point now, I'm seeing too, it's like once you go up to somebody and they try to do that, and they try to activate a soul fragment, it's kind of like you're at a frequency where it's like you're connected with your guides, or somebody's connected with their guides, where it's kind of like it's almost like what I'm seeing is it's like somebody talking to somebody and then recognizing their soul, this soul fragment, or this in this gang stalking, or this abuse, or whatever it is, that, and they're recognizing it for what it really is, which is spiritual warfare. And in that, it's, I don't know, it's like all of a sudden, like it's calling upon karmic justice. It's kind of like somebody's talking to another person, and you are looking up at God and saying, see, look. And then God goes, oh yeah, you're right. Yep, I see it now. Okay, fixed, done. I don't know, you guys. Okay, that's the reading. I'm sending you guys so much love. I feel like, yeah, that's the reading. Okay, love you guys so much. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm also hearing drink water. All right, until next time.